Now we just released a new 2014 quad, and we didn't have an exact timeline for testing and developing that exact board. The R&D just came throughout all the year, and the feelings that we had together with the rest of the team. And during the past year or two, we made a lot of boards. Like just these last 8-9 months, we had over 15 prototypes, I'm sure. And I've been sharing what I feel on them all the time with Francisco, and basically he was the one who came up with the final design of the board and the final shape details. And it's basically based out of what we've been feeling with those prototypes. I'm really happy with the outcome of this board. I feel like it's a very fast board, and when I first started using it, I actually sailed Vallejo before I sailed Hoquipa, and I was impressed with first of all, with the early planning. Plans quick, and he has a great, even being a quad, he has on that straight line almost like a single fin feeling, where it feels like there's a lot of pressure on the fins, and that helps the control, that helps you sit the nose down and to prepare for ramps, and also to go upwind really well. And then it keeps the speed going. Like sometimes sailing through Vallejo is really gusty, and sometimes you're sailing here and there is like a hole of gust in the water, and then there is a gust behind. And the board has this ability to keep on gliding. Sometimes when you came on planing before, the wind dies on your sail, but the board keeps on gliding almost until you reach the other gust. So overall, for sailing onshore, it's so easy because it keeps the speed and keeps the momentum going a lot. And then after that, I sailed in Vallejo a few days, tried a few setups, spins and everything, like just positions and last track. And then I went to Hoquipa, and I used the exact same setup that I had in Vallejo, the mast track kind of far back and the back fins kind of far forward on the 84. And I was really impressed because this board was so free of the wave. Like I was kind of skeptical before I tried it, but then straight away it felt like the front was so free, and it was really easy to start bottom turning, using the front part of the board on bigger waves, using the back part of the board on the smaller waves. It didn't feel like it was getting stuck anywhere. It was going around easy wherever you stepped on it, and that was a big relief for me because it's definitely a board I can use anywhere. I'm super happy, and just looking forward to keep on doing prototypes and keep on the development going. I've been using this board now for a while, but as soon as we get back, we're gonna start again on trying new things, because that's what keeps the progress moving forward. I've tried thruster a few times, maybe not enough to play enough with fins and positioning, but for the times that I tried it, I always went back to the quad. I just feel like the quad was better for me overall. It's easier for me to keep the speed going on the wave when I don't have a lot of power on the sail. It was easier to go upwind, and I felt like it rode better once the board was on the rail, because I felt there was more fin on the rail. But that's just me. Maybe I didn't spend enough time on the thruster. I'm sure thruster can work as well if you put the time and the effort and try as many fins. There's a lot of guys that ride thrusters and they love it. But for me personally, I prefer the quad right now, but definitely want to give another chance to the thrusters, and when I get back to Maui, try them a bit more. But as for what I know, for now I prefer quads. I think you can pretty much set it on different ways. You worked good on Hoquipa. If you go to Hoquipa, probably you can try to put a bit smaller fins off the back and maybe keep the same front fins. And then if you go to Vallejo, you can probably have a little bit bigger fins off the back on that onshore place. And I say it's pretty good all around. It's like a side onshore bump and jump where you can front side. The board would be probably perfect. There's nothing else I would want.